Just want to turn the car on, get the heat going. It's a little chilly. All right, y'all, let's see what happens. Chapter 34. On Thursday night, Trey chaperones me to the ring. Mom asks him to go. She refused to come along herself. She said she might hurt Supreme, and that wouldn't help me at all. Plus, according to her, we only need one family member in jail. Yeah, I'm going for it. Things may be looking up, but who's to say they won't fall apart again? What I look like giving up this chance? And this is a pretty dense chapter, so bear with me. Trey lets all the windows in his Honda down and blasts on the come up on high as we roll through the garden. There's a chill in the air just like there was when Pooh took me weeks ago. The combination of the cold and the warmth from Trey's heater is just a A1 thought as it was then. You can't stop me. Dun 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 dun. Trey tries to rap along. You can't stop me. Nope, nope. Dun dun dun. Get done up. The rap gene clearly skipped him, clearly. Sonny and Malik snicker in the back seat. Yes, kill it, boo. Sonny eggs him on. Kill it, get it, Trey, says Malik. I glare back at them. I swear to God, if they don't stop encouraging this, I will murder them. I got bars, son. Trey says, bars, deadass. Oh my God, since when did he become a New Yorker? I tuck my hoodie over my eyes. He's trying to amp me up, I get that, but this is the hottest of hot messes. It's totally something Pooh would do though, except she'd get the lyrics right. It's weird going to the ring without her. Actually, it's weird that she's not around, period. This isn't like when she's disappeared and I'd worry about where she was. Somehow knowing where she is feels worse. If she were here, she'd tell me to shake it off and keep it moving. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I got to do if I want to kill this performance and get this record deal. Trey stops his poor attempt at rapping when we pull up into the ring. Tonight, the marquee sign lets everyone know that there will be a special performance by the Garden's own Bree. Damn, we're hanging with a celebrity, huh? Malik teases from the back seat. Hi, I'm only hood famous. I'm glad y'all came. We couldn't miss this, Sonny says. You know we've always got your back. Yeah, I know that even if I don't know anything else about our friendship. The let out in the parking lot is already happening. Music blasts around us. Folks show off their cars. I get shouts and nods along the way. One guy tells me, keep repping the Garden, Bree. All day I call back East Side. That gets me even more love. Another thing I am, the Garden, and the Garden is me. I'm forever good with that. Hey, Bree, a squeaky voice calls. I turn around, JoJo pedals over on that dirt bike of his. The beads on his braids clink against each other. What in the world? What are you doing here? I ask him. He skids to a stop just in front of me. This child loves to give me heart attacks. I came to see you perform. By yourself? Trey asks. JoJo stares at the ground as he rolls his front wheel back and forth a bit. I ain't by myself. I'm with y'all. Joe, you don't need to be out alone at night. I wanted to see you do your new song. I bet that thing is dope. I sighed. JoJo. You see that? I have to get out the car so y'all can see the city. It's so nice. He puts his hands together. Please, this child. But the truth is, it's better if he's with us than if he's by himself. Okay, fine, I say, and he pumps his fist. But we're taking you straight home afterward, JoJo. I'm not even playing. And you're gonna give me your mama's number so I can call her. Trey adds, somebody needs to know where you're at. JoJo climbs off his bike. Man, y'all worried for nothing. I go where I want to go. Trey hooks an arm around his neck. Then we need to find out why that's so. JoJo puffs his chest. I'm almost grown. The four of us bust out laughing. Sweetie, your voice still squeaks. Sonny says, stop playing yourself. My phone buzzes in my pocket as we head for the building. It's Curtis. I've officially gone off the deep end. After our date on Monday, I put the heart eyes emoji next to his name in my contacts. I mean, the boy brought me flowers and a storm comic. And since we didn't have time to save for dessert at the restaurant, he brought me a small pack of Chips Ahoy to eat on the way back to school. He earned those heart eyes. He just sent a couple of texts to guarantee that he keeps them. Do your thing tonight, princess. Wish I could be there. I probably couldn't pay attention to your song, though. I'd be staring at you too hard. Corny? Yes, but it gets a smile out of me before I respond, though. He adds, I'd be staring at that butt too. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Just for that, I'm adding a second heart eyes emoji to his name. We skipped a line like I usually do. I get shoulder slaps, dabs, and nods along the way. I really do feel like the princess of the garden, but there's a gang of guys in gray who look at me like I'm anything but a princess. About 5 or 6 crowns are in the line. One notices me and nudges another one, and soon all of them are staring hard. I swallow and look straight ahead. It's kind of like how it is with dogs. You can't let them see your fear, or otherwise you're screwed. Trey touches my shoulder. He knows what happened. Just keep going, he whispers. Look who's back. Reggie's the stocky bouncer says when we get to the doors. Heard you're gonna put on a show for us tonight. That's the plan, I say, still carrying the torch for law. Huh, says Frank, the taller one, as he waves the metal detector wand around us. Nah, I got my own torch. I think that's what my dad would want. Frank nods. You're probably right about that. Reggie motions us through and points at my Black Panther hoodie. Wakanda forever. He crosses his arms over his chest. Look at him actually getting a catchphrase right. Frank and Reggie let JoJo leave his bike with them. We're about to head inside when a deep voice says, how the F they skipping the line? I don't even have to look. I know it's a crown. They're probably itching for a reason to start some stuff. Man, chill, says Frank. Lil Law performing tonight. I don't give a darn what that B word doing. Says a crown in a gray beanie. They can take their self back to the back. Hold up now, says Trey. Who? JoJo advances on the crown. Who the F do you think you talking to? I grab his collar before he can get any closer. JoJo, no. Man, sit your little self down, says the crown in the beanie. He eyes me. See what we thought we had to put you in your place for. That stuff you rap, but apparently not. Your aunt should have shot to kill when she had a chance. Now she's just done gave you problems. At this point, I don't know how I'm standing. Try if you want, says JoJo. We'll mess you up. The crowns bust out laughing. I feel sick, though. The little boy is serious. Malik grabs JoJo's arm. Come on, he says, and pulls JoJo with him. He and Sonny walk in, glancing back at the crowns. Trey's right by my side, staring every single one of them down. He leads me inside. Every inch of me is tense until the doors of the boxing gym close behind us. Trey takes a deep breath, too. Are you okay? He asks. No, but I nod because I'm supposed to. Look, we can go home, all right? He says, this ain't worth all that. Let's see. Let's get a look at the scenery, man. I don't know if you ought to see this. It's cold, but this guy's. Man, it's freezing out there. Shout out to the King of Boston. Shout out to all my OGs out there in the game, in the industry, doing it up. Putting on for the city like Jeezy. All right. Here we go. Stop wasting this. All right. Trey takes a deep breath, too. You okay? He asks. No, but I nod because I'm supposed to. Look, we can go home, all right? He says, this ain't worth all that. I'm good, he says. Bree. He sighs, Bree. They stop Dad, Trey, I can't let them stop me too. He wants to argue. I see it in his eyes. Look, they can't do anything in here tonight, I say. Reggie and Frank don't let weapons come through the doors. I gotta go after this. He bites his lip, and then what? This ain't gonna just go away, Bree. I'll figure something out, I say, but please, I gotta stay. He lets out a heavy sigh. All right, it's your call. He holds his fist out to me. I bump it. I don't know how any of those people in line will get in. This place is already super packed. I'm talking wall to wall. That dumbass hype plays some Lil Wayne over all the chatter. It takes me a second to spot Supreme. He's over near the boxing ring itself. I throw up my hand and get his attention. He notices and makes his way over. You good with this too? Trey whispers. He may have taken Mom's place so she wouldn't jump Supreme, but I'm sure Trey's not too fond of him either. You good really means you want me to check this guy or not? I'm good with that too, I say. The superstar is here. Supreme announces. I let him give me a quick hug, and I see you brought your little crew with you, huh? Trey boy, I ain't seen you since you were about as little as this one here. He reaches to ruffle Jojo's hair. Jojo dodges his hand. I ain't little. Supreme chuckles. My bad, my man. My bad. So you're Supreme? Sonny says. His eyes are almost narrowed at Miles' dad. I can't tell. It's taking a lot for him to not say what's on his mind. But from what Sonny told me, Miles isn't ready to tell his dad about them. The one and only Supreme says and turns to me. I got James a front row seat. I also got you a little green room. Back so you can make your grand entrance later. We'll come back with you, Malik says, eyeing him. He's not too crazy about Supreme either. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna take this little wannabe gangster to find a good spot, Trey says. Come on, Jojo, we need to have a little chat. How to not show your ass. Oh, 101. I watch them until they disappear into the crowd. Supreme grasps my shoulder. You ready to get this contract? I thought I was, but like Aunt Pooh would say, I gotta shake it off. I swallow. Yeah, let's do it. Malik, Sonny, and I follow Supreme to the back. The hallway walls are covered in posters of of hip hop legends. It's like they watch every single step that I take. Supreme takes me to the green room. It used to be a storage room. It's tiny with just a few chairs and a refrigerator, but it's a quiet place away from the chaos. Supreme leaves so I can get in my zone. Plus, he wants to go keep James company out front. I lower myself into one of the chairs. Sonny and Malik take the other two. I take in a deep breath and let it out. I'm sorry about the crowns, Malik says. This is on me and Aunt Pooh. All of this over some lyrics, Sonny asks. I nod, that's BS, says Sonny. Jojo was ready to go to war for you, though, Malik says with a smirk. Sonny laughs like he was actually going to do something. He helps himself to some chips from the snack basket of the coffee table. I know you're not taking that little boy seriously, Bree. Right, we used to pretend to be gangster when we were younger too, Malik adds. We did go through a phase. I saw Aunt Pooh throw up Garden Disciple signs so much that I figured I could too. Even drew the GD symbol in my notebooks, but I wasn't going around telling people I'd messed them up. There's a knock at the door. Come in, Sonny calls with a mouthful of chips. Scrap, of all people, peeks into the green room. Hey, Bree, you got a minute? I straighten up. Yeah, what are you doing here? Scrap gives Malik and Sonny quick nods. I had to come see my new favorite rapper perform. Plus, your boy is the reason you here tonight, you know? I raise my eyebrows. Nah, I don't know. I'm the one told you to make a banger, Scrap says. I told you it had to be catchy too. I know, I'm a genius, right? On what planet? Yeah, sure. Just give me my shout out on stage and we good. He claims I got somebody who wanna holler at you. He hands me his phone. There is no way this is who I think it is. Hello? Now see, I ain't been gone long, and you already ain't sounding like yourself. Aunt Pooh says, how you gonna be a superstar tonight, sounding all soft and shit? Shut up. I laugh, and she joins in. I almost forgot what her laugh sounds like. Damn, I miss you. I miss you too, she says. Hey, look, I ain't got a lot of time, but I had to talk to you. Scrap told me you performing tonight. Go in there and kill it. If you choke again, I'm gonna bust out of here just to whoop your ass on my mama. That's her way of saying I love you. I don't tell her about the crown. She doesn't need that on her right now. Don't worry, I've got this. I know I may be getting out sooner than later, right? She says my attorney thinks he can get me the minimum, especially since I ain't got no violent offenses that they know about. But hey, I'll take it. That's dope. Supreme comes back. He seems to stare at Scrap. Scrap gives him an up and down like, we got a problem. Supreme turns to me and points to his watch. I gotta go. I tell on Pooh. All right, go kill it. On Pooh says, sky's the limit. Like superstar. Sky's the limit, superstar. We'll see them chumps on top. I finish for her. I love you. Sentimental ass, I love you too. Now go do your thing. My eyes prickle as I pass Scrap his phone. Thank you. I tell him, don't mention it. He says, go kill it. For Pooh, Malik, Sunny, and I follow Supreme into the hallway. Supreme wraps an arm around me and pulls me close into his side. Look at you, hanging with GDs, he whispers, trying to make it look authentic like I suggested, huh? I move away from him. Nah, I don't do that. We step into the gym and rush in a rush of sound and lights hit us. There's barely room to move in here, yet somehow the crowd clears a path for us. Supreme leads me toward the boxing ring. Like outside in the line, people give me palm slaps or pat my back along the way. Anything to touch me as if it's their way of wishing me luck. All right, y'all, she got her start right here in the ring, hype says. So the crowd as I make my way over ever since she's been on the come up, pun intended. He's so much cornier than I realized. Here to here to perform her new single, "Give It Up for Bree." Y'all. I hold my fist out to Sunny and Malik. They knock theirs against it. We give each other a dap and chuck the deuces. We're still the unholy trinity band. We say, "Don't choke this time." Sunny adds, "I don't want to have to disown you." I purse my lips. He cheeses. This is just like the 50 Cent joint in the Eminem joint. It's like it sounds just like it. Like it kind of has the same like, you know what I mean? They end up being like the big, you know what I mean, the ill one at the end, and they kill the show and stuff after all this stuff. Supreme lifts the rope so I can climb into the ring and hands me a mic. The spotlight hits me just like it did all those weeks ago. The screams are deafening. I squint and look around the crowd. My brother, Jojo, and Kayla are right beside the ring. Sonny and Malik join them. James and Supreme are next to them. Scraps found a spot not too far away. A ways back behind him, something glistens. A mouthful of silver teeth smiles at me. The crown in a gray beanie holds my dad's pennant and makes a kissy face at me. His friends smirk and snicker. Scrap follows my gaze. I don't hear him, but I read his lips. He catches my eyes and silently asks a deadly question. Want me to handle that? So, you're not gonna introduce yourself or nothing? Hype says, I forgot he was here. Shit, I forgot where I was. Don't tell me you're about to choke again. Gotta call you lady chokes a lot. He plays a drum kick. Who the hell told this guy he was funny? The crown holds the chain up higher for me to see his friends laugh, crack up. Scrap once again silently asks, want me to handle that? Y'all want to hear this song, right? Hype calls to the crowd. The answer is yeah, let's get it then. The beat starts. I'm supposed to go right into the hook and then do the verses. D Nice wrote, Supreme and James watch me with amused expressions, and it's as if I'm their pet about to perform a trick. Pet rhymes with met, like get set, sets, gang sets like the crowns staring me down in the Maple Grove GDs that Scrap claims. Jojo wants to be just like them. I do this song, I may give him more ammunition. I'll also be doing exactly what Hype accused me of, saying words that aren't my own clone. For the longest, people acted like I was my dad's clone. Supreme acts like I'm a puppet too. But my brother called me a gift. My mom calls me a miracle. If I'm nothing else, I'm her daughter, and I'm Trey's sister. Sister, a lot of words can rhyme with that if delivered a certain way. Even something like mirror. Mirror, maybe that's what I'm to JoJo. He's got a distorted picture though. He took my words the wrong way, just like Emily and just like the crowns. They're all mistaken, awakened. Maybe it's time to wake everybody up. Stop the music, I say into the mic. The beat goes off. There are whispers and murmurs, supreme frowns. I hear James ask, "What the hell's going on?" I ignore them both. I was supposed to come up here. Do this new song, but I'd rather do something from my heart. Is that okay with y'all? The answer is hell yes. That's how loud they cheer. Uh-oh, we about to go to freestyle. Hype says, "You need a beat." No thanks. Everybody laughs at that. I close my eyes. There's plenty of words waiting inside me. Words I hope JoJo hears and understands. I lift the mic and then let them pour out. I refuse to be their laugh. I refuse to be their pet. I refuse to be some kid now claims a set. I refuse to stand up here and say words that aren't my own. Refuse to be a puppet. Refuse to be a clone. You see, I'm somebody's daughter. I'm somebody's sister. I'm somebody's hope, and I'm somebody's mirror. I'm a genius. I'm a star. Call me all of the above, but you'll never call me sellout, and you'll never call me thug. In the garden, kids are starving. Hearts are hardened. Beg my pardon, but fuck the system. Your assumptions, they just show just where your heart is. You see, they figure I'm a N-word that's gonna rap about pulling triggers. Oh my God, just to make their pockets bigger, while the bigger, while the they. You see, they figure I'm an N-word that's gonna rap about triggers, just to make their pockets bigger, while the world yells I'm a sinner. Here's the kicker, they got richer only if we take that picture. As the truth and as the truth and as us, it's not just rap. This stuff is bigger, but they blame hip hop, yet we just speak on what we see. But I'm gonna speak on what I see and never claim it to be me. When I say I'm a queen, it means my crown cannot be taken. That's nothing against your set, and I'm sorry that you're mistaken. Relations, segregations of our hood, so please awaken. You'll never silence me and you'll never kill my dream. Just recognize when you say brilliant that you're also saying bree. I'm not for sale. There's an explosion of cheers, bree, bree, bree. They chant, bree, bree, bree. They chant and my name rocks the room. Bree, bree, bree. All right. Final two and a half chapters. 2.5 paragraphs. Who's not chanting the crown? Supreme and James don't either. James makes his way to the door, shaking his head. Supreme rushes after him. He looks back at me, and though I can't see his eyes, I can read his expression easily. We're done. I lower the mic to my side. When I was little, I used to stand in front of mirrors and hairbrushes and imagine crowds chanting my name. You don't think I could have ever imagined this feeling. See, for the first time in my life, I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Hell, what I was made to do. The crowd could be silent, and I'd still know that. When Ampu introduced me to hip hop, Nas told me the world was mine, and I believed it could be. Now standing here on this stage, I know it is. All right, we did it, guys and gals. And the epilogue's a couple pages, but I just don't feel like reading that right now. So let's get one more view of this beautiful city and watch this book flow in the wind because it's pretty windy out there today, pretty cold as well, 26 degrees.